Raise your hand if you know about the beef between Jay-Z and Damon Dash. No one. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, I'm going to intro the story and I'm going to kick it right off to you, Zach. So the beef between Roc-a-Fella Records co-founders Jay-Z and Damon Dash continues into the crypto world. The record label is suing Dame for allegedly trying to sell Jay-Z's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, as an NFT. So now, according to TMZ, Dame says that the lawsuit has a few inaccuracies. He was not actually trying to sell Jay-Z's first album as an NFT. He was trying to sell his entire stake in the record label. So, Zach, I'm going to toss this right down to you for your opinion. I'm sure you.
Hold on a second. Are you saying that Dame Dash and Jay-Z have beef that is pre-existing to this? Is that what your question was? Is there some backstory?
So they've been beefing for a really, really long time.
I didn't even know that.
You're not.
Come on, man. No, I can't. You got the wrong guy, man. You're gonna have to unpack this one. Sorry, I totally botched that. I thought you were talking about this particular thing, and I was like, well, oh yeah, I read that story, but no, I don't know. So you can you do the TLDR of the beef?
Yeah, sure. We don't have, a lot of time for me to go into all the drama between the two of them. But they co-founded Roc-a-Fella Records in 1995. And then since 1995, the two have had several kind of really public fights in terms of ownership over different albums, business ventures, and even some relationship drama. But I won't get into it. We don't have time. I know it's not an entertainment show. You know, we got to talk about the crypto angle.
Show.
All right.
So zoom out.
Stake in a record label. All right. Stake in a record label. Let's go to the boring stuff.
Yeah. Intellectual property rights and NFTs are really the lurking issue that hasn't been fully unpacked by the lawyers of crypto Twitter yet. So that's my tepid take on this one. I just want to know the beef. I didn't know it was personal, but I guess that's on me. I should have looked that one up.
Always personal in crypto. Come on.
This is like, I don't know. So interesting. This is bad for all industries. This is terrible.
Man, the markets are
you, man.
So I mean,
what's the story here? What's the story with IP
law? I think what's weird. I think what's weird is like you're seeing, we saw this happen with artists during the NFT boom where like one part of a collective that had created something was trying to like sell that as an NFT. It's rearing its head in music in a very high profile way in this regard. Like, I don't know how Dame Dash could try and do this and not expect like a target to be on his back immediately, just given the album itself and given, Roc-a-Fella Records more generally. The sort of correction to the lawsuit that Dash is claiming, I think is even a little bit more wild, like selling a stake in a company as an NFT, particularly again, one is high profile as Roc-a-Fella Records. It's like, I don't know what that means. And I think it's really confusing. Like, sure, I guess you have proof of that is like written to the blockchain. But again, what does that stake entail? And to me, that doesn't even like, that further complicates the issue, right? Like a record is one thing, but like stakes in businesses is something completely different. So I'm going to curious to see where this is going. Again, we're going to see this lawsuit work out one way or another. So we're going to have some precedent. But that to me is his correction to seemingly make it better somehow made it worse, I guess, in my mind.
He might be like the next figurehead for like tokenized equities or like security tokens. Maybe that's what this is really about, right? Like this ownership stake in Roc-a-Fella should just be a security token that he could trade more freely than he would be able to previously. And he just wasn't aware of the concept of security token quite yet. So I don't know.
So it's on Binance when?
So when Binance? When Binance, sir.
I mean, that's possible, but there are other business partners at play here. So, I mean, I guess technically he could sell his equity in Roc-a-Fella Records as an NFT, but there's a lot more complication to this from a business perspective. Like, what does that person actually get? I'm very curious to know.
I think, that string of words sort of illustrates it. Like, he could sell his equity in his business as an NFT, but there's a lot of complications. Like, because I don't know what any of that means, like said together. I think we're going to get to unpacking that in the recent day, but it feels like, a little bit where NFTs are at this point is where they're just becoming this mumbo jumbo of like jargon and gibberish wrapped in like something else. And I don't know what to make of it as of yet. But again, lawsuits might help us clear some of that up.
Just one more point on this before we wrap, Zach. I do want to give some clarity. So Jay-Z tried to buy his stake from him in March, and he said that the offer was unreasonable, and now he's trying to sell it as an NFT. So maybe he just sees this as a money grab, as so many people do, and he thinks he can get more money as an NFT, and they'll just sort out the legalities later.
No to tell me it's going down too.